Hello everyone, the Water Majesty here with the new week on water. I get to choose a random subject to talk about, and in this particular video I want to go over a subject that I feel has personally supported me a lot throughout my journey in receiving answers, and it's automatic writing. I first learned about automatic writing when I read the book called Conversations with God, and it was a very profound book for me to read. And immediately after reading it, I remember opening up a notepad or a text document, and I started typing up just random questions of things that I didn't know the answer to, and then I would just start typing things to see what would come up. So this video is, I want to, I guess, show you how easy it is to automatic write. All it takes is the willingness and the open-mindedness to practice this. You can call it an art form, I guess it could be said. So another way to call this, other people call it channeling. I just call it automatic writing. So what you want to do is one of two things. You either want to get a pen and paper, or you want to open up a notepad for your computer to type on. Now, there's pros and cons to both. So I'm going to go over what I feel the pros and cons are for both. And then I'll go into how to do it. So let's start with the keyboard. If you're using a text document and you're typing this stuff up, for me personally, my thoughts go very, very fast and rapid. So a lot of time it helps for me to be able to type things up, because I can type over 80 words a minute, and it helps me keep up with my thoughts. So I can just basically have my fingers do all of the things for me. But the cons for that is, I've learned that when you take some time to actually write something on a piece of paper, to me it's felt as if there's more energy behind it. There's more intention behind it, rather than just typing something up in the digital world. So that's the pros and cons I feel about typing, is you're able to keep up with your thoughts a lot faster when you're actually getting in the flow, and I'll show you how to get into that in a moment. Now, the pros and cons for writing on a piece of paper. A lot of times people don't write that very fast at all, and you may not be able to keep up with what comes through. So you may not be able to write every single thing down of what the mind is telling you, or what, not even the mind, it's whatever space is listening, the antenna is listening, the transceiver is listening to write down, and you may not be able to keep up with it. The pros is basically the opposite of the keyboard. By you writing these things down, to me it feels as if there's a lot more intention involved in it, and it holds a lot more merit and value when you write certain things on a piece of paper. So very easily, how to automatic write. Basically what you want to do is come up with a question, some sort of question that you have that pertains to your life. Like, maybe let's do something for me. Why have I been feeling lack of motivation in finishing my application for Insight Timer? And then put a question mark. So choose something that pertains to you, not some type of question like, well, what is 50,000 times 83, or whatever it is. Don't pick something like that. Pick something that pertains to you, maybe something that you have been personally going through, maybe something that you have been angry about, maybe something you've been sad about, or something that you want clarity on. Is this person that I'm thinking of, are they thinking about me? though all those types of questions can come up. So you want to formulate a question. Now, the second part of this is very simple. Just start writing. Write the very first, like, take a moment. If you don't know how to clear your mind, just take a moment, close your eyes after you wrote the question down. Close your eyes, have your back straight, and just take 3 grounding breaths. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Last deep inhale, hold for 10 seconds. Deep inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Letting go of the day, letting go of where you have to be after you leave here. And slowly exhaling out the mouth. Breathing normally. Slowly opening your eyes, reacclimating yourself into the room. So create a small space for you to just feel clear. Let go of the day, let go of the things that you have to do. Like for me, I get to go to a class right after this, but I'm creating the time right now. This time is to record this video and to show how to do the writing. And it's to answer the specific question. A lot of times when people go into automatic writing or channeling, the thing that occurs the most is your judgment, your self-judgment. Oh, what I'm writing doesn't really matter. Things that are coming to me are things that have no relevance towards what this question is about. Automatic writing is about just allowing whatever comes to mind. If you think of a purple elephant, like if the very first thing that comes through is purple elephant, write purple elephant down. Purple elephant. But the goal is to keep writing. Go back to the question if your mind wanders and keep writing. Why have I been feeling the lack of motivation in finishing my application for Insight Timer? Anger, sadness, going to sky above, fear of responsibility, fear of what or how people may receive my program. No one may find enjoyment from. So based on what I wrote, what I gather from this is why I'm feeling the lack of motivation towards finishing an application to send into Insight Timer is I'm afraid of the responsibility that comes with it. I'm afraid of, I know that, it's interesting that I'm playing this out on video because this is one of my things that I've been procrastinating on for at least 6 months now. And it's submitting my astral projection course to Insight Timer, which Insight Timer has many users, so I fear the abundance that may come from it. And it sounds silly, but there is a fear there. So I've gathered that I'm afraid of the responsibility. And then start asking other questions. Like I think one of the very first questions I asked when I typed it up is, hello God, are you there? And immediately what came through is, yes, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm with you always. And I was like, what? And I took a step back because I was like, that was just me. I was just making it up. That's my imagination making it up. You could think that. But as you start asking more questions, you'll start having a full-on conversation with either something that wants to communicate through you so that you can spread the message, or you'll communicate with aspects of yourself, which they're actually one and the same. So this is what automatic writing is, and it actually has supported my growth in many different ways. So much so that a lot of time when I'm stuck on something, I'll come back to this and I'll ask a certain question to see what the insight shows me, rather than going to a teacher, rather than going to a guru, rather than going to whatever it is outside of myself, when all the answers are here within us. So that's what this video is about, is to remind each of you that you all have the answers inside of you. You don't have to go out to anyone else. You have the power to take a pen, write a question down, and start just letting that flow come through. Purple elephant, anger, sadness, going to the sky above, fear of responsibility, fear of what or how people may receive my program, no one may find enjoyment from. I'm starting to let that out, and little by little I will uncover more of what this fear is communicating to me personally. So I personally have self-work to go on, or to improve on, to publish and to submit that application. I know where I have to go, and I hope those of you who are watching this video that you may find some clarity by writing certain questions down. And again, the biggest reminder out of all of this, when you do automatic writing, let go of the judgment of, oh, I'm just making this up, this isn't real, it's bullshit. It's not. Push past that. That is a framework, an application in this particular reality that prevents you from accessing more of who you are. Your ego is so fucking crafty that it will create anything to not divulge more information of how powerful we are. Its role is to keep you safe. Its role is to keep you in the small little box that you have created for yourself. And when you actually want to step out of that box, it's like, whoa, hang on, no, you gotta stay in these confinements. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that you tapping into this, that's actually you making that up. That's your imagination. That's this, that's that. What is imagination? Ask yourself that question. Actually, that is an awesome thing to write down. Ask that question. What is imagination? See what you come up with. See what comes through for that. Because that question will unravel so much. I want to say what imagination means to me, but I don't want to cloud that particular question and supersede what you may think of. But I really want to share what imagination is to me. All right. Pause the video and write that question down in automatic write. And then now, after you're ready, unpause the video and then listen to what I feel imagination is. Okay? So to me, imagination is our God gift to see into the many different aspects of reality that are all happening simultaneously, stacked and layered on top of each other. It is your ability to tap into those realms and bring it into this space, because by you seeing it in your mind's eye, by you imagining it, it means that it exists somewhere. It exists in some plane of existence that is currently happening right now in this moment. And imagination is our most powerful gift. It is our gift of creativity, and it's so friggin' amazing. That's what imagination is to me. So thank you for tuning in, for watching this video. I hope some of you are able to tap into automatic writing and get the insights that you desire and the clarity that you desire. Thank you. Have a good night.